We use past simple to describe actions that were completed in the past. The time of these actions is not important as in Spanish. In this type of tense, there are always regular verbs and irregular verbs. Grammatical rules. 1. To form the simple past with regular verbs, we use the infinitive and add the termination ed. The form is the same for all the subjects. Parentheses, I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. For example, should, should, want, wanted. Exceptions. For verbs that end in e, we just add d. For example, change, changed. Believe, believed. Number 2. If the verb ends in a short vowel and a consonant, except y, j, or w, we double the consonant at the end. For example, stop, stopped. Commit, committed. With verbs ending in a consonant and y, the y is changed to an I. For example, study, studied. Try, tried. Not. There are many irregular verbs in English. Unfortunately, there is no set standard for forming them. But let's see the 3 most common irregular verbs that work as auxiliary. Be, was, parentheses, I, he, she, and it. Were, you, we, and they. Do, did, for example. Have, had. Structure. Number 1. Affirmative sentence. Subject plus principal verb. For example, she was a doctor. The keys were in the drawer. I want to dance. They learned English. We believe him. I broke the blue car. Number 2. Negative sentence with to be subject plus to be plus not. For example, she wasn't a doctor. The keys weren't in the drawer. Negative sentence with all the other verbs. Subject plus auxiliary verb to do plus principal verb on infinitive. For example, I didn't want to dance. They did learn English. We didn't believe him. I didn't buy a blue car. Number 3. Interrogative sentence with verb to be. To be plus subject plus question mark. For example, was she a doctor? Were the keys in the drawer? Negative sentence with all the other verbs. Auxiliary verb to do plus principal verb on infinitive. For example, did you want to dance? Did they learn English? Did you believe him? And did you buy a blue car? Continuous past. We use continuous past to describe an action in progress in the past, when another action interrupts it. Grammatical rules. To form continuous past, we use the verb to be and the verb plus ing. The auxiliary verb to be is in past simple, but keep in mind that to be is a irregular verb. Structure. Number 1. Affirmative sentence. Subject plus auxiliary verb to be plus verb plus ing. For example, I was talking, I was eating, they were learning. Number 2. Negative sentence. Subject plus auxiliary verb to be plus not plus verb plus ing. For example, I wasn't talking, he wasn't eating, they weren't learning. Number 3. Interrogative sentence. Auxiliary verb to be plus subject plus verb plus ing plus question mark. For example, were you talking? Was he eating? Were they learning? Perfect past. We use perfect past to describe actions that happened before another action in the past. Grammatical rules. Same as in perfect present, the past is formed with the auxiliary verb to have and the past participle. Structure. Number 1. Affirmative sentence. Subject plus have plus past participle. For example, I had visited the library before. They had studied English before. Henry changed careers because he had worked as an accountant for many years and was bored. Number 2. Negative sentence. Subject plus had plus not plus past participle. For example, I had not visited the library before. They had not studied English before. Henry changed careers even though he had not worked as an accountant for long. Number 3. Interrogative sentence. Had plus subject plus past participle plus question mark. For example, had you visited the library before? Had they studied English before? Had Henry worked as an accountant for long before he changed careers?